Hey, good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Yeah, today is Monday, November 9th, 2020. And I'm just here today, man, because I'm actually trying my best to get this channel um, to the point where it should be. Um, I apologize. I knew I said that I was going to go on at 6:30, but had a little problems with the car, y'all, and it's kind of like Murphy Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, but you just got to keep your head up. So what we want to do today, I really don't have a topic per se to talk on. I'm just waiting for you all to leave your comments or you all to chime in and comment, and we can go from there. But basically, we're here today again because we're just trying to get this channel up and running and be consistent. You know, I cannot allow the personal events in my life to sidetrack me from what I'm destined and purposed to do with this YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody that chimed in and watched yesterday. So far, we had when I look at the numbers, though, the viewers was good. We had a nice number of likes. I'm hoping that a lot of people are sharing these videos because that's the only way that we are going to be able to get our channel um, to the point where we have enough subscribers to support the channel. Um, Again, we had almost 150 people watch yesterday's show, and that was pretty good. We talked about the election and the election fraud that took place. See, one thing about it, a lot of times I don't do shows because I really don't have nothing major to talk about. You know, if you all wanted to inbox me through Facebook or even leave a message here on YouTube as to something that in particular you all would like us to talk about here, please do that. That give us material. But I'm not here to just be seen. You know, I don't like doing a show just to do a show. Whenever I do a show, I try to basically make sure that the information is relevant and you know it's basically something of importance, something that affects our day-to-day lives. You know, I'm not here to entertain people. My job is to inform people. And again, basically, I could get up here and just talk about the election. I could do a week worth of shows on the election, but we already know what happened. We pretty much know what's going to happen with the new administration. So I really need you all's comments to help me make this show better. Y'all excuse me, I'm still working with the cell phone. And again, we're trying to get a camera. I got the computer up and running. I actually got it hooked to the Wi-Fi. It's an older model, but I was able to upgrade it to Windows 7, which is my favorite. That's my favorite operating system, Windows 7. But we're trying to get a camera. Once we get the camera, hey, how you doing, Miss Kimberly? I'm hoping that you're having a great evening. But we just trying to get the camera up, plugged into the computer so that we can do split screen. We can have guests. You know, we'll be able to do a lot more with that camera. So y'all pray for us on that. But if there's, I mean, as you all come in and join us, please hit the like button. But really, I mean, nothing in particular, nothing new we can talk about. Of course, you see, Trump is on a tirade. You can rest assured Trump is going to go on, you know, usually before the president. Look, I need a roommate and have 2 new laptops that can be worked with for your project. West Cedar Grove. Hey, I seen your message, my brother, where you inbox the real news behind news on Facebook. I'm gonna get with you and give you my number because I am definitely going to have to leave this place within the next 15 to 30 days. The only thing about it, again, I have 3 dogs, 3 puppies that I mean, I can't leave without them. I have to have my puppies. Love you. My son has school now. Is in school now, and it's hard to get in to do the cash app for me with him not being here. He don't like me sharing, but next time he come home, well, I sure appreciate it, Miss Lovey. And again, yeah, we can use everything we can right now. You know, right now I'm in a situation where I got to try to get my car to the house, Actually, gotta get these puppies some food. So, you know, I'm not here to tell my sad stories. Everybody right now is hurting throughout America, but we can use a lot of financial help right now. And if you all, you know, are willing to put something down, hey, the cash app is in the tag. The cash tag is in the title of this video. But we need a topic, y'all. Anybody got a topic they would like to talk about? I mean, again, yesterday we talked about the election, and I don't want to just keep beating the same old drum over and over. We all know that there was election fraud. We all know that Trump basically got cheated, and he's going to file numerous lawsuits. But without actual hardcore proof, it's going to be hard for him to get a lot of those votes overturned. Now, he might have a good chance in Pennsylvania because there were some well-known irregularities in the state of Pennsylvania. But yeah, he's going to have a hard time trying to get the election overturned. Unlike when George Bush was able to get the election overturned in his favor, I think it was back in 2000. I don't think Trump really has too much of a leg to stand on, but you know he's going to try. Now, what he's going to do after he leaves office, he's been pushing the idea that he's going to start his own media entity. Basically, what he's going to do is start his own news organization to counter a lot of the information, the biased and you know what I'm saying, partisan information that you're seeing on channels like Fox, CNBC, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, all your major mainstream channels. Donald Trump is going to basically start his own news network. Now, I'm going to be real. A lot of times people, they really didn't understand, but Trump was telling you the truth when he created the term fake news. I mean, when it comes down to your mainstream media, again, their job is not to report to you the news. Their job is to get you to think the way they want you to think on the headlines in the news. When you hear anything, only time I listen to the mainstream media, y'all, is when I need to find out what they're lying to us about. So, yeah, Trump is going to start his own media network, a news network. And I would like to see that because, you know, it's going to be interesting how he comes out and puts a different take. Which is what I do. I listen to the mainstream media, and according to the research, according to all the facts that we can gather, that's how I make my opinion, you all. I don't just look at NBC or CNN and then just go and run with what they say, because we know that the media lies to us. They started back in, you go back and check out Operation Mockingbird. I'm gonna have to do a show just on Operation Mockingbird so that you all can get an understanding that the CIA basically co-opted all your media entities inside America, and they used the media to sell war. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, they're going to eventually start using the media to push this vaccine that they're trying to come out with. Yes, it's all fake news. Love you. It's all fake news. So it's going to be interesting to see what Trump's news network is going to be about, who he's going to have as his anchors. Me, myself, I'm going to be real. I listen to a lot of news entities or organizations from overseas, like RT, Al Jazeera. They shut Press TV down. Sputnik. I listen to a lot of other overseas foreign entities so that I can really find out what's going on in the world. Because everything that you see on the national news organizations here in America is twisted. Literally, it's twisted. Y'all watch Al Jazeera news. They tell the truth. Yeah, I watch Al Jazeera. Yes, and it's quite a few more. But in order to find out what's really going on, you have to get outside the American mainstream box. You know, a lot of people say I like to think outside the box. Well, me, I get outside the box and think. Because as long as you're in a box, guess what? You're surrounded by four walls. You cannot really see all that's going on around you because you're hindered by those four walls. And if you all just joined us, please, Mockingbird took all over media. And exactly, brother Jason, you're a smart brother, man. You got to realize that the CIA, I mean, the American government, the greatest lesson that they learned from World War II was the art of propaganda. And you notice right after World War II, that's when they come out and they started having nightly news. Well, the CIA took over, and basically what they do, they pay off your correspondents, your reporters. They basically groom your reporters to lie to you about national, domestic, and foreign issues. Especially when you really want to know what's going on with these illegal wars, you cannot watch American news channels because you'll never get it. Everything they're going to say is he's a tyrant, he's a dictator, we're taking democracy to these countries. Well, if that's if looking at Libya, Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, Yemen, if that's what democracy looks like, who the hell wants the United States to bring that kind of democracy? Think about it. We don't even have a democracy here in America, especially black people when it comes to black people. And that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time. But again, you all do some research. Matter of fact, tomorrow, I will make it a point. Tomorrow will be a show specifically on Operation Mockingbird. Because again, you have to know that your CIA controls every last one of these channels that you see on your television, whether it be local or cable. The CIA controls what it is that you're hearing. You see what I'm saying? I used to work at a television station here in Shreveport, an NBC affiliate. And when I tell you how the news is actually reported, you will be surprised. In a lot of cases, like when it comes to foreign policy, military foreign policy, when you see these people on CNN, believe it or not, they have generals and members of high-ranking members of NSA, CIA, FBI. They literally have these people in the studio making sure that the reporters stay on script. So we're going to do a special show about Operation Mockingbird tomorrow. And I hope you all do a little research on it because it's going to be deep. You're going to be surprised to know just how brainwashed the average American here is if he's listening to this mainstream media. If y'all just join us, we really don't have a topic. I'm just basically trying to be consistent with these shows, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do a show every day during the weekday so that we can get our viewers up. Hopefully we can get our viewers up and get our watch hours at the point we can try to monetize this channel. And again, I apologize for not being as consistent, but man, I'm having a lot of personal issues going on. So I don't want my personal issues to affect my message. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, again, when I really don't have a serious pressing topic to talk about, sometimes I just won't do a show. Because, again, I don't want to do these shows just to be seen or just to be heard or make it seem like I'm smart. I want to bring you all these shows, man, so that you all can be informed on the things that's actually affecting your day-to-day lives. So again, with that being said, to you all who just joined us, hey, please hit the like button if you can, man. Also share this video so we can get some people in. Maybe we can get some people in with a topic that they might want to hear. Because again, I can go all day, man, just talk about foreign policy. Because a lot of people here in America got to understand. Now, matter of fact, let me mention this to you all. We're seeing still a lot of black people, black civilians being murdered by the police. And I say this quite a bit, but it seems to go over a lot of people's head. We as black people really need to start studying and understanding the plight of the Palestinians over there in the land of Palestine, over in the quote unquote the land of Israel. If you don't understand what the Israelis, the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, and the Mossad are doing to the Palestinians, you'll never understand what's going on here in your own neighborhood, because the policies and procedures that they enact in the apartheid state of Israel, and you Bible believers, don't get me wrong, the truth is what it is. Israel is the most oppressive state on the planet right now. It is literally worse than South Africa was with their apartheid. And the way that they treat the Palestinians is so cruel and inhumane. And you have to understand the way that they treat the Palestinians to understand what we go through here in America. Literally, the same policies, the same procedures, the same law enforcement tactics that they use against the Palestinians. They practice these new tactics, these new types of crowd suppressive weapons. They practice all this on the Palestinians, and then they eventually bring it here. Because I say 75% of your sheriff departments, your local police departments, your state departments, and even your federal police get their training from the Israeli the Defense Force, the IDF, and Mossad. So please, that's another subject that you all can study. Now, it's going to be hard to find information about that online because you got to realize, and I don't want to say this to make it seem like I'm anti-Semitic. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not anti-Semitic, but the government of Israel, has to be put on blast, man, because, basically, the Israeli government, to an extent, controls the United States government. Notice this: you will not be a successful politician in Washington, D.C. or in your state unless you are a friend of Israel. If you speak out like I'm speaking out right now, there's a chance that this video is going to get taken down by YouTube simply because I'm speaking the truth about the Israeli government. Nothing against the Israeli people per se, because I'm not anti-Semitic. I love all God's children. But think about this. These people are so racist. Look what they're doing to the black Jews that's coming from other places in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like Ethiopia, Somalia. Look how they treat them. You see what I'm saying? So if these are God's chosen people, I choose not to serve that God. And matter of fact, wouldn't that God be racist? Because he allegedly created all of us and told the rest of us we're subservient to this one group of people. That's racism. So you understand now how religion actually plays into your day-to-day social life. You see what I'm saying? The Bible, even though it's a great book, it was taken from other stories that predated it. But the Bible is the most racist book, the most violent book that you would ever read. Go back and read the Old Testament. God was constantly telling the Israelites to go down there and kill everything that has breath in its body. Don't that sound like a tyrant or a dictator? So now you understand why and how they use the Bible to keep us, subservient. You know what I'm saying? They put these ministers, especially in the black community. Why is it that in every black community, the property value is next to nothing, but you got almost $1 million church in there? And they tell you, if your church ain't big and shiny with all these glistening lights and stained windows, your pastor ain't shit. That's literally the attitude of the church. You know what I'm saying? Now, for black people, and especially religion, whether it be Christianity, Islam, these black Hebrews and all this, religion is our biggest problem. Think about this. How can we come together to fight an oppressive system of white supremacy when we can't even come together and figure out who is the right God? Think about it. Just among Christianity, look how many denominations you got just among Christianity. Baptist, Methodist, Seventh-day Adventist, Lutheran, Presbyterian. All these different factions and tribes just in religion. Then you got the Nation of Islam, 5 or 6 different factions in that religion. So how can we come together as a people and fight this system of racism and white supremacy when the Bible and these books that are given to us, these religious books, tells us, slaves, obey your master. So it's telling you, if you're a slave, you're not supposed to fight back. If master hits you on your one cheek, turn and let him hit you on the other cheek. Don't that sound like a tactic to keep you docile? For real though. So we as black people, that's one thing we have to understand. Religion is totally different from spirituality. And religion is part of the problem in our community because, again, if we can't come together and figure out which God is the one true God, how are we going to come together as a people, even with politics? You know what I'm saying? Some are so polarized, according to the Democratic or Republican Party, that you refuse to hear anything outside of that party. How can we come together when we can't even come together politically and religiously? So as time goes on, we'll do more and more shows on the religious aspect. We're gonna show you how religion throughout history has been used to control whole societies, not just black people here in America today, but religion has always been used to control the masses. Think about it. How can one man say that he's the only man anointed by God to speak for God to you? He's the only man that understands what the Bible tells us. So you got to go to this man who basically tells us, God told me yesterday to tell y'all this. I mean, come on, man. It's really a psychological game designed to keep us docile. So, hey, if anybody, y'all got anything y'all want to talk about? The Palestinian, look, I missed a lot of it. Mockingbird took over the media in Hollywood. The Palestinian were Shemitic. That while the Israelite, what the Israelite do to them is anti-Semitic. Yeah, the Palestinians are really, the rightful owners of their land. Even according to the Bible, go back to the Bible. When Jesus met the woman at the well, what was she? She was Palestinian. You see what I'm saying? She was of Hebrew faith, of the Hebrew, I guess you could say, the Hebrew line. So we got, none of us know who God is. Exactly. Black folk in America are Israelites. So that couldn't happen. We just believe who God is. The devil would pick and choose his Bible verses and twist them to his own use. I'm going to be real. The devil is, again, I believe it's a made up entity and a figment of religion. See, you got to realize the whole thing about religion. Religion is to get you to actually believe. If you don't do what I say do, the devil will come and he will punish you. Y'all hold on a second. Y'all give me a second. Somebody's at my door. Y'all give me just a second. Do y'all realize the U.S. gives Israel a stimulus check every month? Do y'all realize who said that? Jason, you're right. Israel gets $10 million a week from the United States government. Hold on a second. Y'all give me a second. 1 second. Ty, would you sit in here? Come on in. Come on and grab it. We're doing a video. I ain't gonna get long. Ty, get out. Get in here. Come on in. Let me finish this video. Come on and grab a seat, man. And I'll be with you in a second. Let me finish this video up. Hey, I apologize for that, you all. That's my neighbor. He come by, sit for a second. Yes, you're right, brother Jason. Israel basically gets a stimulus check every month from the United States government, every week, to the tune of $10 million a week. Literally. They say it's for weapons and defense. But come on, Israel today is the only state in the Middle East that has nuclear weapons, and they will not acknowledge it publicly. They will not sign any kind of nuclear proliferation treaty. They refuse to admit that they have nuclear weapons, but Israel is a nuclear power. But they have the audacity to tell the Syrians, the Iranians, the Iraqis that they are not allowed to have a nuclear weapon. So you got to realize, if those cats in those Muslim countries, if they have every right to build a nuclear weapon. A nuclear weapon is what you call a weapon of deterrence. That means it deters another country from hostily attacking you. See, that's what it is. It's a nuclear deterrent. So if they keep places like Iraq, Syria, Iran, Libya, if they keep them unable to defend themselves and they have the threat of a nuclear attacking them at any moment with nuclear weapons, you see, it's a power thing. It's about control. So Israel, they actually got their weapons from South Africa. When South Africa, the state of South Africa fell, yeah, they sold a lot of their nuclear weapons, and Israel was one of the main purchasers of them. So it's hard for me to take anybody serious that would call them people God's chosen one. I mean, come on, what kind of God will create everybody and then choose only one group as his favorite? Israel receives a stimulus unemployment check every month. Prayers to our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Actually, I stand with Palestine, brother Jason. I know we got a couple people just coming in. If y'all can, man, please hit that like button for me. You know, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification button also. But we just talking about major subjects. Here's something you didn't know. Some Orthodox Jewish men get a check every month just to study and read the Bible every day while their wives work at jobs. Actually, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. But you got to realize a lot of Orthodox Jews do not believe that Israel should be a state. Yeah, and that's how we talk about Israel. That's a deep topic. But you have to realize if you understand what's going on in Israel, you basically understand what's going on in America because Israeli government and politicians literally controls over half of our government, and that can go back to Jeffrey Epstein. For real. You know why? Because Jeffrey Epstein was an agent for the Mossad, which is the Israeli version of like the CIA. Jeffrey Epstein's job was to catch our politicians in compromising situations. And that's what he did. He was blackmailing half of your politicians here in America by catching them on camera with these little girls. This is how the Israeli government is able to control our government because they control the secrets of our politicians. Introduced the neighborhood. Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood bought our black minister. That was her main. The first thing that Margaret Sanger said. The way we can control these undesirables, we have to get the black minister. You ever notice that's why they build up the black churches so much? You know what I'm saying? They give all this money to these ministers because the minister job today is not really to watch over your soul. His job really is to take your gold. You know what I'm saying? Forget your soul, but most important, to keep you docile. Why do you think you don't have a lot of ministers locally in your neighborhood out here in these streets? You know what I'm saying? As activists, they can't because they'll lose their 501c3 status. We worship our ancestors. Let's get back to that, but believe voodoo and hoodoo. I'm going to tell you some real stuff, Brother Jason. And a lot of people are going to blow their mind. When Jesus was a boy, what did the angel tell Joseph? Take the child down to where? Down to Africa, down in Egypt. In Egypt, Jesus learned African spiritualism. Today, you call it voodoo. But that's what Jesus actually practiced. When you look at the ancient Hebrews in the Old Testament, when they were steadily murdering animals as sacrifice, you see what I'm saying? That's what they was actually practicing, spiritualism. That's where you get the idea of sacrifice from in the Bible. They stole it from the ancient Africans, y'all. Man, we don't have to do a whole nother show on this, but tomorrow we're going to do Operation Mockingbird, and we're going to talk about ancient African spiritualism as opposed to religion. We're going to do that show Wednesday. Hey, y'all. Hey, man, we having a good time. If y'all want to, man, I can go a little bit longer, but I got a little company here. I got try to take care of something, man. Man, I really appreciate y'all love. Yesterday, one of our subscribers, I forget his name. I forget your name. I think it was Emmanuel. You blessed us. Yeah, we was able to take care of a couple of items. You know, with that, we really appreciate that. Also, again, outside of hitting the like button, hitting the share button, please hit the Cash App, man. We right about now, we really need that Cash App. It really would help. You know, one thing, like I said, I want to get a camera, you know, and I would use a good portion of whatever is donated to get that camera. But right now we have life issues. Like I said, I got to get these dogs fed. I really got to move, and I got to take my dog, but just feeding them three little pit bulls. 2 of them 9 months old, and the mother is like almost 2 years old. They're my babies. They keep me sane a lot of time. But yeah, we can use all the help for us sharing this channel, talking about this channel with your friends. Making sure that you hit the like button, and also financially we can use a lot of help. We really need more help with the Cash App than anything, and that Cash App is up there in the title. We try not to ask for it, but right now we are in a situation where we have to ask our subscribers for some help, because again, just keeping the cell phone on, I have to pay almost $80 a month for a cell phone, and people be asking me why. But doing what I do, as far as being out here reporting in the streets or engaged in political activism, I have to have that data that comes with the $80 plan. And even with the Wi-Fi here, I got so much going on as far as researching, downloading stuff. So I have to have a certain plan on that, because I would go through a lot of data plans in a matter of days. So we really be needing that we could really use a lot of help for that. Also, you know, my personal life, I would never ask my subscribers to help me get this car fixed or help me move now. But for the things that we need to keep this channel going, yeah, that Cash App really will help. And again, I'd like to thank the brother who made a Cash App donation last night. But most importantly, again, we need to get this channel up, y'all. We really need those likes and those shares. Whether you can share this to your Twitter, share the page to your Facebook, whatever other social media outlet you got, please share it. And let's get people to join us in this dialogue. You know, I don't want to just be sitting up here all the time just talking. You know, I really need you all's input. It's very valuable to me, and it also makes the show go a lot more. It makes the show a lot more interesting because, like the one person said, I didn't know, y'all. Give me a second. I have to decline that call. But yeah, it's like, let me see. There's less black folk in religion today than in the 50s and 60s, but we're worse than back then, of course. T-Mobile Unlimited, check it out. I'm gonna try to check it out, but like I say, with this Metro plan, believe it or not, I'm getting almost, 15 gigabytes of data, and that's just, 15 gigabytes on my mobile Wi-Fi. All right, folks. Appreciate it, man. All right, be blessed now. But I checked out a couple of plans, but right now this Metro plan, it really fits me. Because again, I'm out here, I'm not just doing this show, man. I'm out there in the streets here in Shreveport doing interviews, gathering information at different functions. You see what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So, I be needing that data, man. Like I said, I burn up that data. But you say T-Mobile is unlimited, I will have to try to check them out. I will check them out and see if they have one, because the $80 a month is eating me up, man. This, like I say, this is the first of the month. Rent is due. Man, I got a $600 water bill I gotta pay. So yeah, phone and internet it's important, but when it comes to having these lights and all that stuff on, they take a back seat. But again, that's what hindered me a lot of time for not being able to do these shows. But anyway, I gotta try to go out here and get this car fixed, man. See if I can get these parts real quick and get them on before it gets too late. But again, I did this show here just because I need to be consistent and do at least one show a day, do a show a day. Even if whether it's 30 minutes to an hour, I will bring y'all some news. And when I don't have real news, important news to talk about, we just do like we did doing today. We have a conversation. You all can just voice your all opinion on whatever subject you want. I add whatever information I can to it. But really, you all really help me make this show with your comments. I really love you all comments more than anything, whether they for or against what I'm saying. The whole thing is about starting and creating dialogue. So I'm gonna get ready and have to run, y'all, because I need to try to. It's almost 7:30. All right. What you finna do with my knife, man? Man, that's my steak knife now. All right, yeah. He's supposed to be over here trying to help me fix this car, man. Wow, that was crazy. That's one reason why I was late. But anyway, I lost train of thought. I'm gonna have to get ready and go because I just had a phone call for somebody. I need to get them to give me a ride to see, hopefully, if I can get this part. I hope I got enough to get this part and try to put it on before morning time. So y'all pray for me. But again, I'm doing this show here to be consistent. Even though I don't really have a subject, it's about being consistent with you all. You all would like to see, have let me know overwhelmingly that you all would like to see me do these shows every day. So I'm going to do them. One day we might talk about sports. We might talk about a wide range of topics, but whatever we talk about, the information that I try to bring you is going to be relevant as to how that topic affects your day-to-day life. So with that being said, y'all, please hit the like, the share. Make sure you click that bell to get notifications. That's important, because if you don't have that bell clicked, you won't get a notification. And sometimes you got to make sure that you still being able to get the notifications, because sometimes YouTube has a way of blocking my notifications. So please, y'all, hit the like button, hit the share button, man. Also tell your family and friends about this crazy Negro that talks a lot, but he's kind of intelligent, and have them come and join us. It's all about dialogue. Also, please, if you can, man, we really do This part I don't like, but we really can use a little help with the Cash App, the finances. Please, thumbs up. Yeah, like the videos. Thank you, love you. I'm gonna have to give you all a couple of my moderators. I'm gonna have to give you all the links. Send you all the links to the YouTube. I mean to the Facebook page. Hold on. See, that's the guy calling me, man, and I don't really have money to pay him. Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? He want $150 just come over. I'm like, $150, man, I would have some dinner right about now. But anyway, moderators, I'm gonna give you all the links that you all do. If you all can hit me up somehow through email or whatever, I give you links to the Facebook page, to Twitter, so that way as we doing these shows, you all can post that stuff there, so we can get people to share it on their social media. So YouTube doesn't send me your info. See, that's why I'm saying I have to be consistent at a consistent time, because everybody's telling me that YouTube is heavily censoring my page. And of course, look at what I'm talking about. Again, I'm not here trying to entertain you. I like to try to do what I do in an entertaining manner, but my job is to inform, bring information, and a lot of times it goes against the mainstream consensus. They say the majority rules, but what if the majority is a bunch of fucking idiots? Are we supposed to follow them? So we need somebody that's gonna, think differently, look at the world from a different point of view, perspective. I've been blessed to go all the way around the world, y'all, and I've seen, a lot that this world has to offer. And here in America, we are so brainwashed. We are so controlled by what we see and hear that we refuse to think for ourselves. So with that being said, man, let me go out here and try to get something done with this car. The time is passing. Y'all pray for me that all is well with that. Also, I need you all to again share, like, and make sure you're notified. And again, if you can, please make a small donation. Real small donation or large donation, anything right now would be greatly needed and appreciated. So until y'all see me tomorrow, which you all will, I don't know if it be for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes, maybe an hour, but you all will see me tomorrow between 6 and 8 o'clock. So until then, y'all, please, y'all pray for me. I'll pray for you all. If you can, please, once again, help us out at this station, on this channel. Hit the Cash App. The cash tag is up there in the title. But most importantly, please share these videos. Till y'all see me tomorrow, y'all be blessed.